Today I want to cut through the marketing noise of ArchiCad's newest release. Yes, I did do a video on the newest release. Please check that out. And that was really jumping into some of the things that I found exciting and fun about the newest release. I think of more of little bells and whistles, or they're more sort of like little kernels of hope for the future. This release is not anything groundbreaking. A lot of people care a lot about the structural integration, and right on that front page of ArchiCad 24, it's a little bit hard to decipher how the structural integration works, so we're going to get into that. I also wanted to talk about the BimCloud and just the ridiculousness of the BimCloud, and we'll also get into that. So those are the two main topics. And obviously along the way there'll be additional little bits and pieces that come in. I got a lot of comments. It was incredible. Thank you so much for those comments about structural integration and does it work with this and does it work with that. So I want to break down how this structural integration works. Some of the confusion here, at least for me and I think for other people too, is between the BimCloud and structural integration and how those two things are working together or not working together at all. I think at first they kind of made the BimCloud seem like you needed that for the structural integration, and that's not really the case. I think they were really just trying to sell the BimCloud and collaboration integration really well with this release, because that is such a pinch point for so many firms. A couple days ago we had major architectural firms in the UK, including Zaha Hadid, say, look, we're not happy with Revit. There are inefficiencies and problems that we continuously run into specifically with collaboration of multiple disciplines, structural, MEP, and that is a big issue. And honestly, both Revit and ArchiCAD are not great at integration, and I really don't think one is better than the other in integration. I think they're both not ideal, and so this was ArchiCAD's first step in addressing one of these integration issues. The tool that I'm talking about is the Integrated Structural Analytical Model. In principle, it sounds like a really good idea. So this is how it works. Essentially what their idea is that we're going to take a structural model and it's actually going to auto-generate that in your ArchiCAD model, and when you adjust your room or the size of your building, then that's going to actually update this auto-generated structural model. Now you can then go and export that structural model to the structural engineer, and they will get the updated sizes and lengths, and they will recalculate and say, no, we actually want this size. Two main file types that it supports: SAF and IFC SAV. I'm sure there'll be errors with the auto-generated structure because you have to model things correctly in ArchiCAD, and that will be a learning curve. Maybe you don't label things properly, you don't put that check on, you need to do something that the program can't recognize, a whole host of reasons. There'll probably be errors, but we'll see after about a year and maybe using it with a case study how it actually works. Okay, so lastly, I want to talk about the BimCloud. Now, I think this is really sort of the marketing noise, and they're trying to push the BimCloud. There's not a substantial advantage to really working in BimCloud, which honestly I just think should be for free. I think it's overpriced, and I think just setting up your own system, you can still work remotely from home with your own system. There's lots of services and options for that, and yes, if you're a huge firm, it might make sense and you're not so concerned about costs. But I think if you're a smaller firm, the BimCloud is just not really worth it, and they're just trying to push it and make it seem like, oh, this collaborative thing, and I don't see the real advantage to BimCloud. But that's just my own opinion, and if you have varying thoughts, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. And right on their website they say direct information exchange with Revit, and in the fine print they say you cannot access them they're as non-editable content. And so it's like, oh, you could have access to the Revit model, but guess what? You can't do anything with it. So that's it for now. And also remember to take a look at my other video of the ArchiCad 24, where I really kind of got into the program and opened some things up to see what it was like and to show you what I thought was most exciting and really the most substantial changes, which, you know, really were bells and whistles, and we can all get a little distracted with bells and whistles, and so that's really why I wanted to get this video out here, to really clarify and also kind of just break down and clear away the noise. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know what you think, and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And cool, I will see you later. Goodbye.